Hey guys, how you doing? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We got the PlayStation 5 restock updates. Are things going to come out? Are we going to see a lot of restocks this week? I think signs are pointing to yes. I mean, take a look at the track record the last 2-3 weeks. We've had more restocks than ever in regards to the PlayStation 5, to the point where it's been more consistent than it's ever been since November. Now, we know tracking these can be quite frustrating. I hear it from you guys all the time in my live stream. I hear people saying they're just so incredibly frustrated. Every time they get this close to getting a restock, they just get it, the rug pulled right out from underneath them. So we're going to take a look at Newsweek's updates for today. These are restock updates for Target, GameStop, Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, and more. The usual suspects that have been doing it. So less than a week ago, we had some restocks. A lot of retailers restocked their shelves with the PlayStation 5, but it's still proving elusive for gamers. Both versions of Sony's next-gen console currently remain out of stock at most of the major stores right now. Story of our lives. Across the United States especially. I know yesterday, I think the UK actually had some restocks at Argos and a couple others. I'm not too familiar still with the UK. I'm trying my best to keep up with it. I'm just a one-man band. I don't have any kind of insider info. I look at the trends. I look what the trackers are saying. I read what the PlayStation 5 tracker blogs are saying as well, such as Newsweek, and I help relay the info over for you guys. So I appreciate the support. The people that do enjoy this content, thank you so much for being here. So it does remain pretty popular, but I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We see all these restocks that are happening. I mean, just in the last couple weeks, we had some Target restocks, some GameStop restocks, Online. We've had Walmart. Best Buy is throwing a restock out there. So that's a lot of places. Where there's smoke, there's fire. There's a rumor that Target is supposed to be doing restocks. And in fact, we will talk about Target a little bit right now, because apparently there was a website glitch that made inventory show up, but people were having some trouble. But let's get right to this breakdown of the latest. So on Newsweek, Amazon is the first listing. It says the PS5 remains unavailable on Amazon, whose limited restock last week quickly sold out. So Amazon's website lists both versions of the consoles as currently unavailable, along with a message indicating that the retailer does not know when or if the PS5 will be back in stock. So, yeah, Amazon, I would venture to say, is not the most reliable. Amazon does not usually announce these stock drops when they do them. Even if you follow them and get alerts on their website, sometimes they're a little delayed. They're a little late to the party, and by the time you get to Amazon and check, you're out of luck. So I would say follow Twitter accounts like Wario64, GYX Deals, YT Next Gen Gaming, PS5 Stock Alerts, because these Twitter accounts are dedicated to providing stock drop alerts. Oftentimes they'll do it before Amazon even lets you know. Amazon hasn't been the most consistent, and then sometimes the pricing is a little bit higher than you would like to pay on Amazon. So I would put Amazon on the back burner. I don't think they're going to have a stock drop at all right now. They did have some last week, but I would focus more on something that's a little bit more consistent, like Online. Online did have restocks of both PS5s and even Xboxes last week. They have made a point to do weekly drops. It seems like they've been doing them on Fridays. So if Online does not have a stock drop anytime this week before Friday, I would say Friday would be your best bet. So if they're radio silent, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, keep an eye out on Friday is what I'm saying. Now, continuing on with Online, the good thing about them is that they tend to reveal their restock drops on Twitter. They tweet out when they're going to have inventory. So I would follow them at AntOnline.com. Online does their stocks in bundles, though, so you will be paying a little bit more of a premium price, but at least you're getting extra goodies and accessories like a controller, some games, some PlayStation Plus membership. So I would rather you guys spend the extra money on something like Ant Online, where you're getting extra bang for your buck than giving it to a scummy reseller. Now, continuing on, we got Best Buy as the next thing right here. It says the PS5 is still unavailable at Best Buy. The retailer is yet to announce when its next restock will drop. So, yeah, I think they had one about 2 weeks ago. Came out of nowhere, surprised a lot of people, and it quickly went away like that. Best Buy is not the most reliable. This is another example, just like with Amazon, that I would say follow some Twitter accounts so that you can get updates on Best Buy. Now, GameStop had bundles last week. They had PS5 bundles last week. They quickly sold out, and they're currently unavailable. But GameStop seems to have been doing weekly, just about. 1 or 2 restock drops weekly. GameStop is good about sending an email alert, so I would sign up for email notifications. They tend to send these emails out an hour or so before they do these stock drops. So if you get an email notification, you get an hour's worth of prep time, more or less. They also are good about notifying on their social media channels. So they've done weekly. I would say pay attention to them. GameStop tends to do the afternoon, like in the midweek would be your best bet. I think the last 2 weeks they did it in the middle of the week, like Tuesday, Wednesday, about 3 p.m. Eastern time is the ballpark that I would suggest keeping your eye on GameStop. Then again, that's just the speculation that I have, that I've noticed that they do. If anybody has any inside info, they tend to let me know in the live streams. Continuing forward, we got Newegg, which Newegg, nothing new on Newegg, more like old egg. Sold out completely. You could sign up for alerts on their website to be notified. Newegg doesn't seem like they're as consistent as they used to be early on in the PlayStation 5 restock era. They were a little bit more consistent. They had drops a little bit more often, but they've seemed to have slowed down. Now, Target. If I was to recommend a place to watch besides GameStop, I would say Target. The PS5 is unavailable right now, but they did have 2 restocks at the end of last month, which is just a week or 2 ago. They haven't announced when they will have a next stock drop, but according to rumor, this is stemming from Tech Radar, and they put it on here. They are reporting that Target could restock its shelves as early as next week. Here's the thing. We're going to read this article. A Target glitch accidentally released new stock today, and I talked about this on my Xbox restock video earlier, because I think that's relevant to the Xbox as well. I think when you start seeing glitches and errors on their websites, it's because they're prepping to do a stock drop. That's just my speculation. This did show some errors and people having some trouble. You could see apparently it showed that they had stock, but when people were trying to add it to their cart, they had issues. You could see right here, Cheap Ass Gamer saying, seems to be a glitch. Anyone get one? And people are getting errors adding to the cart. I think that might be a sign that Target is going to be doing a drop. So I would say keep an eye out. They did have some the last 2 weeks. So maybe they'll be adding them. Target tends to be a early morning type of place. They tend to do 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern time. So keep your eye out on Target. I don't know what day I would suggest to you guys, but I would definitely keep an eye on that. When you see little rumblings and issues like that, they got to be doing something on the back end. That's what I would assume. So, there you have it, guys. I would definitely keep an eye out. Walmart did have PS5 restocks last week. Who knows if they'll do another one? They tend to not be that reliable as well. And they haven't announced. So if I were you guys, I would pay attention to Ant Online, since they've been weekly. They tend to do Fridays in the afternoon. I would pay attention to GameStop, who usually does about midweek, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And I would pay attention to Target, who does the morning. So those are the 3 that seem to be a little bit more consistent. That's just my speculation. Hopefully this video helps you snag one. If it does, let me know in the comments down below. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't. Guys, please leave a like. That helps the channel more than anything. More than subscriptions, more than donations, nothing. The likes and even the dislikes help the channel out the most. So thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.